Hello there, this is Magenta Pixie. So since I recently did an interview with Pam Gregory, astrologer, I've received a lot of emails and messages from people asking if the singularity point of the solstice is 3:33 a.m. or p.m. and is that GMT, as in Greenwich Mean Time, which is 4:33 BST, British Summertime, or if that singularity point is 3:33 British Summertime, BST, as in the actual moment of 3:33 in UK time as we calculate it now. So at the moment we are on BST. So the first part of the question, it's PM. You can go ahead and do a 3:33 ceremony at AM if you wish, because we are looking at the imagery and the metaphor of 3:33, which is the rose. It doesn't have to be linked to an actual time, but the timing for the singularity point is actually 3:33 GMT, because the 9 talked about Greenwich Mean Time and the metaphor they used was the time of the Green Witch. Now the 9 did clarify this further, and I didn't get to discuss this in the interview with Pam, so I will go on to say what the 9 said in response to a couple more questions I asked them. So I asked the 9, you talked about this pearl. So I'm referencing the original transmission that the 9 brought forward regarding the solstice, where they talk about the dragon holding a pearl in its claw. So that's what I'm talking about here, and these questions were to clarify further what they were saying about this. So I asked them, I said, you talked about this pearl held in the dragon's claw. What does this mean? And why is this specific to the June solstice? Why United Kingdom time? And this is what the 9 said. As the summer solstice point passes over the rose lines of the United Kingdom on that which you know as the Green Witch timing, holding the emerald lime flame of sacred masculine fire, the singularity indeed becomes set in stone. So this is what was said in the original transmission. And they clarified further and said, set point for singularity within the antimatter blueprint as a physical planetary structure on a trajectory. The singularity is therefore set as ascension at a probability of 9.999 recurring as of 3:33 UK time on GMT on the 21st of June 2023. A time to rejoice indeed. The pearl holds much more, for it is the point of plasmic awareness for true wisdom. That held by ancients and guardians for eons is now given at this point to those who so choose. So I went on to ask, why 3:33 UK time? And they replied, well, this is what was said in the transmission. This takes place at the solstice point upon the Green Witch time of United Kingdom momentum, with energetic point for heart opening at 3:33 p.m. They went on to clarify when I asked them the further question, and they said 333 energetically at seed point within the United Kingdom holds the template for the heart and the higher heart, the emerald flame of awareness. The number 3 is triple, as in your trinity point into unity. For when you have 3, you have all. And they have said this many times over the years that I've been on YouTube bringing them forward. When you have 3, you have all. So the original transmission is entitled Dragon's Infinity Pearl, Solstice Portal, June 21st, 2023. And that can be found on my YouTube channel and on my other alternative channels as well. That is Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. So that's Dragon's Infinity Pearl, Solstice Portal, June 21st, 2023. So they speak about the time of the Green Witch, which is Greenwich Mean Time, which is the UK time. Now, I realise this is confusing because the UK is currently on BST for the solstice. But what I'm getting from the 9 here is it seems that the actual set point for UK time is actually GMT. And the fact that we switch from GMT to BST is kind of a man-made thing. The nearest to actual linear time in the United Kingdom is GMT, as in Greenwich Mean Time, the time of the Green Witch. Now, this would make the singularity point of the solstice actually 4:33 p.m. in the UK, that being the actual singularity set point. But we also have this fractality in image formation, like a flame letter, which attaches to our own thoughts and our own connection with linear time. And that's 3:33. That creates the rose vortex. Now, this would occur in that sense from actually 3:33 p.m., the actual time that we're perceiving at the moment in linear time. In the UK, the time we recognise now, and that would be BST. So honestly, looking at this whole picture here, I don't think it really matters if you focus in on GMT or within BST, as one recognises true UK time, GMT, the other still holds the point of the rose, and that's BST. So go with whichever one feels right to you. Trust your intuition. Look at where you're intuitively led. It's only 1 hour's difference. So you are still within that singularity point, which actually is, as Pam was saying in our interview, this is becoming larger and larger and larger. A singularity point doesn't just happen at an absolute to the minute second, and it's where you place your thoughts. So it is only 1 hour's difference, and you could even do something significant and meaningful to you at both times. You can do something at 3:33 and something at 4:33. Recognise the fractal rose of the actual time the UK is on, and 4:33, which is GMT, the actual point of the singularity. And if you're in another country, look at the UK time to see when 4:33 GMT, 4:33 BST would be. Look at 3:33 as GMT. But if you want to align with that fractal rose, then you can do something at 3:33 in your country. 3:33 is to do with imagery and awareness and how you connect to that through a flame letter, language of light. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, wherever it's 3:33. If you want the actual singularity point that the 9 are speaking about, then this would be 3:33 p.m. GMT, which would actually be 4:33 British summer time, 4:33 in the UK. I hope that's made this clear as to what we're looking at. One is an energetic singularity point that's part of timing and only occurs in one moment. That's 4:33 in the UK. On British summertime, 3:33 GMT. But the rose is a fractal image that you align with through the flame letter library, the language of light. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world to recognize the 3:33 as a pattern. So this is your microcosmic universe here. When you're looking at 3:33, wherever you are in the world, it's your microcosmic universe that you're creating. And as you do that, you connect with the greater macrocosmic singularity solstice point at galactic, solar and antimatter level. That's going to occur right through the solstice. And in some countries, it's going to be what we would have as the 21st of June. It's the 20th or the 22nd. You have like a 3-day window across the globe. The actual point is 333 GMT, the time of the Green Witch. So the videos I'm talking about, we have the original transmission, Dragon's Infinity Pearl, Solstice Portal, June 21st, 2023. And then the video I'm talking about is the one where I discuss this, and I talked to Pam Gregory. And that video is uploaded on Pam Gregory's YouTube site. It is entitled Conversation with Magenta Pixie about the Cancer Solstice. You can also find this same interview on my YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Odyssey channels, and it is entitled Summer Solstice, June 21st, 2023, Stargates, Upgrades and Starseed Superheroes. Have a wonderful solstice, everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye. I am just so happy to be able to announce to you that my new book is available. The Diamond Codex and the Quartz Key. Accessing the accelerated Stargate system through crystalline transformation of the genetic code. What does it mean to transmute one's DNA from carbon-based to crystalline within the context of spiritual enlightenment and physiological evolution? Practical templates for photonic light gene expression, alchemical unification, and light body activation are provided within this channeled transmission, delivering this codex at a time within humanity's awakening and expansion when synchronicity is abundant. The mysteries of the accelerated Stargate system as an intelligent living infinity structure call the starseeds of Earth to remember why they are incarnated here and what they came here to do. The downloads, epiphanies and realizations that will organically come to each starseed as they immerse themselves within this sacred text are catalysts for those memories. Introducing Dreamwalker, the story, presented through my interdimensional dialogue with the monadic light structure that is the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. This book has been such an absolute delight and joy to transcribe from the 9, and I truly hope you enjoy reading it. Available in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle.